What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you guys are all doing well. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys tips on how to become a trader. Let's get straight into that. So tip number one would be getting yourself a mentor. This is very obvious because you cannot start trading without knowing exactly what you're doing. A lot of people make that mistake because trading is so accessible, if that's the right word, or if that's even a word. It's so accessible to the public. Like anyone that has a smartphone or a laptop can just open an account and start trading. This is why I believe that most people fail at trading, because they don't have the necessary knowledge in order to become a trader. It's the same thing as starting to become a lawyer or wanting to become a doctor. You can't just want to now decide you're a doctor, go watch a few YouTube videos and then decide, all right, I'm qualified now to go become a doctor. No, that's not how life works. You need to get the proper education. Now, I don't like teach people how to trade forex, although I'm giving this free tips. But one thing is for sure, you guys are gonna have to pick very closely and do your research if you're choosing on getting a specific mentor, because a lot of these guys are not as good as they portray themselves to be. So be very mindful of that. That would be one thing. And if I should recommend anyone for you guys to start with, it would be Falcon FX. So yeah, that's my take on that. Number two would be have access to a decent amount of capital. I know in today's age you can start with as little as $50, $10, whatever the case may be. But if you're gonna look at it realistically, you're not gonna be able to make sufficient amount of money in order to like sustain yourself month from month. And you most likely, if I'm being honest, most likely gonna end up losing that $50 or $10, whatever it might be, because we know in trading you're gonna have losses, and those losses might, because your account is so small, those losses might just wipe you out completely. So yeah, my tip for you would be save up some capital while learning the necessary knowledge and you'll be good. Tip number three would be you guys need to have discipline. That's very important, because without discipline you won't be able to stick to a set of rules. And what does that mean? You will always be deviating from your plan. You need to stick to your plan, whether that's your trading like strategy and your risk management plan, because if you don't have discipline, you might end up, how can I say, gambling. Because if you see a nice setup in the market, and your rule, for example, is to risk only 1, 2 or 3% per trade, once you see that good setup that's forming in the market, you're gonna all of a sudden think, nah, this is the one that's gonna make me money. And now all of a sudden you're risking 10, 20, 30% in the markets, and that's not a good thing. That will eventually, even if you should win that trade, that attitude will eventually lead to you blowing your account. So discipline is crucial, and consistency is very important in order to become a full-time trader. Last and not least, in today's age we have much more opportunities than the traders before us had, because in terms of getting access to larger capital, today we have prop firms, proprietary trading firms that gives you access to larger trading accounts. But obviously you're gonna have to prove your trading skills first. As in back in the day, you would maybe have to go out and look for an investor, like someone to give you all that money, and then it's just much more, the process is just much more complicated than it is today. Whereas as in today's day and age, we have companies like FTMO, there's more, I just can't think of them right now, but because I'm currently busy with FTMO, that's why they're at the top of my mind. So like FTMO is a company that will give you access to larger capital for a small amount of money. Like for example, if you have £500, if I'm correct, £500, and you good at trading, this £500 will be able to buy you a challenge, and through that challenge you will be able to get funded with at least $100,000. Now if we convert that to rands, that is 1.4 million rand. So where you gonna get that as an average guy? Where you gonna get that? You tell me, where you gonna get that? these trading firms will give you access to that. Not saying that $100,000 is yours, but you'll be able to make from all the profits that you make on this account. 80% of that profits will be yours. So the opportunities is huge out there today. All we have to do is grab those opportunities. Since I'm speaking of FTMO, I've started with my FTMO challenge today. Last week. I was actually gonna start last week, but then because I saw we have that different sort of FTMO accounts, like the normal FTMO account, whereas you can't keep trades over the weekend, you can't keep your trades during news events, and then we have the FTMO swing account, which is they offer you a lower leverage, which is 1 to 30. That isn't really a problem, and you're able to keep your trades open during the weekend and during news events. So I just wanted to check those things out before I started. So I started last week with a free trial. So I'm currently done with that. I invested today about 5,900 rands into buying me the challenge of 35,000 pounds. So if you convert that to rands, that is about if I'm right, 700,000 rands, and I'll be able to, once I pass the challenge, I'll be able to keep 80% of the profits I make every month, or is it now every second week. You can withdraw those profits. You see, that's amazing opportunities. But nevertheless, I'll be taking you guys through that process. I'll be showing you guys the trades I take, whether I make it or not. I'm gonna be completely honest here. So yeah, guys, stay tuned to that. And yeah, next week Friday I'll be dropping my results so far. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this to your other friends so they can know I'm out here giving bomb ass advice. So yeah, guys, be safe.